Looking at this lawsuit, Cassie, she claims that her and Diddy had freak-off sessions.
You talking about the freak-off session where they used to do in the studio and all of that over different...
All right, gang, what's up? Welcome back to another one. Listen, man, if you ain't subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe right now. You know what I mean? Because right now we about to get into this topic that everybody been talking about concerning Sean Puffy Combs, the bad boy, Mr. Diddy himself. And all these allegations that's been being brought forth towards him at such a time, you know what I'm saying? It's been like, what, 25 years, 30 years of Bad Boy being in existence, and it's all coming out. It's all spewing out, guys. I mean, it's all spewing out.
Of sexual assault. This time, a woman claims the rapper drugged and sexually assaulted her in New York City back in 1991. He is denying the allegations, but these new claims come exactly 1 week after Combs settled a separate lawsuit involving his ex-girlfriend, Cassie, who accused him of sex trafficking, rape, and domestic abuse.
Now, that's crazy, because Cassie brought him up on charges, won the lawsuit. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody believed her. You understand what I'm saying? People wonder why she waited so long, but at the same time, she thought she was dealing with Satan himself. She was truly in fear. That girl was so in fear that even her friends didn't even believe her.
Producer Sean. He's standing in the living room area and she's there, and he was like, emotional singing, there you are. And I just was like, oh, he's talking to me. And I remember, like, I don't know if you know what his voice sounds like, but like I felt like I was in the presence of his monster inside. And I remember like looking in his eyes, and I said to him, what did y'all do? Because I could see that she was like really sedated. That was the first time I ever seen her like high before. And then he says, tell your girl she wants some birthday. And we were like, well, I mean, he's saying this to me, and I'm like, well, she doesn't have to have sex with you if she doesn't want to. He was upset, like, you know, I guess that she didn't want to do with him whatever he wanted. I don't know. I don't feel like I could advocate for myself in that moment. Like, I realized, like, oh, this guy is dangerous.
Yeah. And I'm talking about so dangerous that nobody even wanted to come forth. He had bodyguards cover dirt for him. He had security guards cover dirt for him. He had associates cover dirt for him. And mad other celebrities covered dirt for him. And the funny part about it, it's all coming out right now. It's funny that now that the statute of limitation, I believe, is still not even up, and I think they all figuring it out. That's why all of these people is coming towards him for these lawsuits. It's like all these people in power, you know what I'm saying? They get a certain amount of time to reign, and it makes sense now. It makes sense now that they definitely sold a soul, or they cut some type of deal, and the time is almost up. And it's funny because they got to remove them in some type of way, shape, form, or fashion. You know what I'm saying? It's like nobody's even safe.
Producer Sean Diddy Combs is facing disturbing new allegations this morning. Combs is now facing a second lawsuit accusing him of drugging and sexually assaulting a woman back in 1991. He's also accused of filming the entire assault. A spokesperson for Combs is calling the allegations, quote, made up and not credible. Meanwhile, Eric Adams, the mayor of New York City, has also been accused of sexual assault for an incident that allegedly happened 30 years ago. The accusations date back to 1993. The accuser, who has not been identified, is asking for at least $5 million in damages. Adams called the claims, quote, absolutely not true. Both allegations against Sean Combs and Eric Adams came just before the Adult Survivors Act expired in New York. The temporary law allowed adult victims to sue over attacks that occurred even decades ago.
Now the mayor is even getting brought up on the same type of charges. Do you understand what's going on? It's like they using this type of stuff to get the people out of power. You understand? They trying to make it seem like, I mean, that's what I believe. You know what I mean? Allegedly. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion. You feel me? I feel like they made a deal. Time is up. It's time to pay the piper. And they're using elaborate ways to get them out of power. They're not letting the black man become a billionaire. They even brought charges up on the mayor of New York City from 30 years ago. So that teaches us that for 30 years, these people must have forgot that they could have brought up charges, and now the legal terms made them open their eyes and figure it all out.
Well, looking at this lawsuit, Cassie, she claims that her and Diddy had freak-off sessions.
but in other areas.
Yes, this is P. Diddy with his pants down. And yes,
That's crazy. So the girls from Vanity Kane, that's the reason why he must have broke up all of that train to Paris and all those girls. He must have been trying to do something strange with them, but trying to only give them a little piece of change. And it's so funny because all of the allegations are coming out. Puff, this is where Rick Ross must have got it from. Put the Molly in her drink and she didn't even know it. Yeah. So the bottles that they said don't touch must have been spiked with the Molly. Had to be. Had to be. And the other bottles was drinkable. You understand what I'm saying? And this is where Rick Ross gets that line from. You remember they was buddy. They was thicker than thieves. You know what I'm saying? That's just so crazy, bro. And now your man Puff Diddy, the diddler, right? This guy, he's like demonically possessed, yo. Like he need help, bro. Like I could tell he calling on God now after all the things that he been through. Check him out.
You know, just for the adults out there, I cut down on smoking. I smoke like, you know, after sunset now. Kept me more focused. But it's fucking Friday, so it's up. I get my deli on. It's the only way you can celebrate it, baby. I'm sorry. Fucking Friday is owned by a black man. Deleon is owned by a black man. Nah. But nah, this is the official. This is the official. As long as you protect yourself on this Friday, you know, and just decide to say fuck it. You don't have to have a drink to say fuck it and protect your mental health. You know, happiness is a choice, you know, perception, perspective. Yeah, that's the shit I'm into right now, staying in a high.
Now, it's funny that he says all of that because, like I always tell y'all in my videos, you got to pay attention to what they're not saying. You know what I mean? If you listen to everything that they spewing out, you might get thrown for a trick bag. You understand what I'm saying? You got to listen to what he's saying. He's going through mental health. He can't stop smoking weed. He said he's only smoking weed during sundown, and it still looked like sun up. I mean, come on, Diddy. You trying to pull fast ones over on us, and we really not falling for that, bro. We really not falling for the fast ones you trying to pull over on us, bro. Like, we knew it was something slick about you this whole time, but we really couldn't prove it. You know what I'm saying? But let's listen to what Fat Joe got to say.
Puff Daddy is the king of deception.
Yeah.
Every time we was in the party, he was throwing his champagne, his vodka in every picture. He was. So we didn't know. We like, yo, he's a great guy. This is a great party. This is a great, yo, give me your clothes. I'ma rock it in the video, yo. Sean John sold 400 million. Yep. The champagne, this.
There has been negative propaganda put out about.
Yeah. I bet you would say it's a lot of negative propaganda because your friends like Fat Joe, right? And the rest of your buddies, they seen how you move off camera. They seen how you treat people. Being though has it that you're a millionaire, almost a billionaire, right? And bro, you're not understanding that liquor that you selling and that you becoming so filthy wealthy off of. The side effect is you losing your wife. The side effect is your family's gonna break up and not love you. Your girlfriends are gonna rob you and take you to court. It's gonna get ugly for you. You getting the whole world drunk, bro. Something that's forbidden. And let me show you what's the side effect.
The list, please, God told me to ask y'all for help. I need your help. I need your help. I can't do it alone. I'm overwhelmed. I'm going crazy. And God, I beg you. So I'm fighting this fight. And to other people, it's an impossible. It's not impossible. It's going to happen.
Yeah, it's going to happen. That's what we trying to tell you. But you're not paying attention. You too caught up in the worldly things. You forgot about God. Diddy? Diddler? You forgot about God. Yeah, man. And then you go ahead and link up with this guy.
Mr. R, okay, his first name started with an R. So Mr. R used to be a boarder in her home. Now, my mentor told me Mr. R is gay and his wife knows he's gay. Mr. R was a part of the ministerial staff. He became a minister and he was very close to T.D. Jakes. Okay. And she said he told her that, you know, he was going to share some things with her that she could never tell anybody. And so later on, she tells me and a few other people that he did come. They had set up a time and day for him to come to her house. He came and he talked with her for several hours, just divulging stuff, behind the scenes ministry stuff. And she told us some things I can never tell y'all, but what he did tell her was that T.D. Jakes was gay.
Yeah, I remember. Y'all remember back in the days when Wendy Williams was exposing a rapper and they wound up banning her off of the radio station for doing so? It's all coming out now. It's all making sense. Because, you know, back in the days when we was listening to rap, we didn't really want to think and believe that people was doing these homo acts and all these gay acts and all that stuff like that. But when the rappers start saying it,
continuously call Puff gay. Does that affect your relationships in Hollywood?
I don't call him gay. I said,
Let me read it, Fifth.
Oh my God.
Sorry I can no longer help you guys. Soon you will all be gay and happy. You are all now left under leadership of Puffy Daddy. Report to the nearest rainbow. Dinner Thieves in theaters January 19th.
This is what I'm saying. When your favorite rappers is saying it, like everybody's not lying. Everybody can't be making up something in these false allegations against you, allegedly. But at the same time, we didn't want to believe that these things were true. We didn't want to believe that you was hacking people's lives for profit. And now that it's been 25, 30 years later, contracts is up, time is up. It's time to pay the piper. It's time to pay the piper. And let me tell you something. Nobody is getting away with it.
Money off of Biggie's name for longer than Biggie was alive. People keep forgetting he hadn't turned 25 yet. He was still 24 when he died. It's been over 25 years. Fucking Puffy has been making money on that boy's name longer than he lived. It supported all of Bad Boy. His catalog. Clearly, a Biggie Smalls verse is very valuable, the commission. What happened to that album? It was recorded. It was being mixed and mastered upon Biggie's death. It was supposed to have came out that summer after Biggie's album because Biggie's album was slated. He died a week and a half before his album came out. Then the commission was supposed to come out, and that was supposed to be his exit from Bad Boy.
I mean, this is, you can't make this shit up. This is like something straight out of a horror movie. Hey guys, hit that like button, hit that sub button, leave a comment. Let me know how you feel about the diddler. You know what I'm saying? Let me know, do you think he's guilty as charged? To the next video.